It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. A man has had to be tasered after lashing out at police at Bullaroo this morning. The 20-year-old, who was wanted on 4 outstanding warrants, became violent towards 2 male officers after he was pulled over on Main Road at about 2 a.m. It's claimed he spat at them and bit one of them on the leg, forcing the officers to deploy the taser, which also hit one of them. He's due to face Newcastle local court today on several charges, including assault, resisting arrest and goods in custody. Central Hunter Police are appealing for help to locate a man who's been missing for several months. Danny C. hasn't made contact with his family since January, and there are concerns for his welfare. Sonia Roberts from Police Headquarters says it's been difficult finding the 43-year-old as he has no fixed address.
Although he is known to frequent Maitland, Cessnock, Singleton and Muswellbrook, he's described as being of Caucasian appearance, 165 to 175 centimetres tall, a slim build with brown hair, brown eyes, and has a large scar along the right side of his head. Anyone with any information on Mr C's whereabouts should contact Crime Stoppers on 1800 333 000.
A Cessnock man's been charged over a lengthy high-speed pursuit from Bulladila to Karua. The 25-year-old allegedly reached 200 kilometres per hour along the Pacific Highway yesterday afternoon and was eventually stopped by road spikes. Police say he was wanted over an incident at Maxville, where he's accused of fraudulently obtaining 2 tyres for his car and assaulting the business owner. East Seaham Road is undergoing numerous upgrades, improving its safety for users accessing Clarence Town and surrounding areas. Stage 1 of works is underway, with road sealing and tree removal as part of a $1.3 million project. Another $3.5 million is being spent to improve other rural roads in Port Stephens, at Hinton, Woodville and Glen Oak. Mayor Bruce McKenzie says the East Seaham Road in particular is very dangerous.
You can hardly drive over it when it rains because of the amount of potholes. There's school buses on it. There's log trucks on it, there's milk trucks on it, and it's a real danger, especially kids waiting on the side of the road.
The emergency department at Maitland Hospital is getting a lot busier, with the number of patients more than doubling over the past 5 years. More than 1,300 seriously ill patients were seen in the first quarter of this year, compared to about 600 for the same period in 2010. Meanwhile, at the John Hunter, emergency department waiting times have improved slightly, but are still well below the accepted benchmark, with only 64% of patients being treated within 4 hours. Singleton Council has approved changes to the town centre revitalisation project after the parking design was met with criticism from the community. The revised project is set to increase the number of spaces by 13, as well as providing 2 quarter-hour parking spaces. Council's Director of Planning and Sustainable Environment, Mark Eileen, says while signposted disabled spaces have decreased, they are still catering for their needs.
Whilst the signposted ones may have been reduced, the fact of the matter is that the accessible parking spaces for people with disabilities has actually increased. So despite the fact they might not be signposted, there are still accessible parking spaces available in a number of very good locations dispersed throughout the town centre.
Sport for our sponsor, newcastlecheapestcars.com.au.
The Knights are hoping to see the end of their injury run by the time they take on the Canberra Raiders in round 13. Tyrone Roberts joined 5 other major players on the sidelines after injuring his ankle 4 minutes into last week's game. Coach Rick Stone says the boys need to build on the weak points of last week if they want to pull off a win.
Probably 6 key players not playing in the game, and probably going some makeshift halves when you think about Tyler Randall and Carlos Tunavave playing his first game for the club. But performed well, completed sets well. Probably some soft defensive lapses really hurt us.
Veteran prop Dan Quinn has signed up to join the Curry side this year after intending to retire from Newcastle Rugby League in 2012. The former Macquarie and Western Suburbs captain and coach has joined the Bulldogs in the hopes of giving some guidance to a younger team. Curry are currently sitting last on the ladder, losing 18-0 to Central on Sunday. And University of Newcastle heptathlete Sophie Stanwell has pulled out of the Australian World University Games. The 2014 national champion has decided to keep her focus on qualifying for the 2016 Rio Olympics. That's sport. I'm Iona McNabb.
To a new RFM News Time, 26 to 7.